What?
Good.
What do you need? You're not the guy that's doing the driving, huh? The practice driving? You had me fooled. I thought you were the guy doing the practice driving.
Oh, someone out here in the lot.
Didn't you notice them? You noticed me. You're not pulling them over. You're stopping at me. What's the problem?
Say hey.
All right. Hey, what's your name? Hey, what's your name?
Officer Johnson.
Hey, Johnson. How's it going? You got a little something on your computer there for me? AQY. All right. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping. How is it around here? Is it gonna get busy today?
On a Sunday, probably not.
I mean, you probably don't. What's that in your mouth? What are you chewing on?
Invisalign. Like braces.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll admit I'm new here. I mean, that's probably why you're stopping. I'm like, I stand out, I guess.
No,
but
when they get cars in a lot like this, especially way back in here.
Yeah, I talk.
Like stolen cars and stuff that get dumped.
You think it could be okay? Yeah, that's my car. Yeah, I'm just parking here for the day. The library opens at 1, so I plan on being here for a while. You'll see me.
Just fine.
You'll okay. All right. Yeah, and it's okay. Did you grow up here? I know this is. I know this is new. You don't even see this on the Google Maps, the pictures from the top down. But how new is the transit center? Do you know, a couple years, or is it pretty?
10 years.
Oh, it's been here a while. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I looked inside. It's like it doesn't seem quite like is a bus terminal, but also it supports the. I don't know, people want to stop here and bicycle down this nice trail.
Yeah, so it's the transit center for the buses and the trailhead for the trail.
Yeah, it's just, you don't see that. Usually a bus center is dedicated strictly for buses. It doesn't say that it's to support the trailhead too. But you got this nice big parking lot. And I think that, well, okay, they'll have their own parking lot at the apartment complex. I think you might probably have future issues with people parking here and hanging out.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, that happens so much with the overflow issues. But I mean, the transit center may not be so busy that they'll even complain about that anyway.
No, usually during the week this will fill up a little bit.
Oh, in the week, okay.
Usually all these people are probably left going to work, so it's not a problem.
Okay.
And then it clears out at night.
Yeah, I've only seen this on the weekend, yesterday, and then now today. I saw it looked good yesterday, but yeah, if I came during the week, it could be.
Weekends are quiet. If you come middle of the day during the week, you'll see this filled up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's more than a library over there. They got a lot going on with offices supporting government functions and registration.
Yeah, it's the DMV as well.
Yeah. It's outside of the city enough though, so people really have to travel to come out. But now they're building houses so people can, be more closer to the services. Because
it's growing.
There's different ways of expansion. How they do that. The city helps out with planning that, and So you see the races yesterday?
I stopped out for a little bit.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
Boat races?
I checked them out a little bit. Yeah, that was interesting. How is that a once a year thing, or is it?
At least once a year. Depending on the year, they might do it a couple times.
Okay, all right.
It's pretty common for them to come up and kind of shut down the area there.
Yeah, the beach is closed to the racing, but I was like, it's kind of cloudy and chilly anyway. I didn't see it as a problem.
Yeah,
so,
not too bad.
So all right. Crime is there's nothing, or is there, like you say, people dump cars? Is that
you'll get cars sitting here that
yeah. So if I could see like the history on your guys's I don't know, police logs or whatever, that would show that there's been a history of that kind of activity.
Absolutely.
And that's the first concern that you mentioned. Not drugs, not gangs. Oh, okay. It's just you just threw out the All right, and you also see me standing outside my car sewing. I just want to create some shade, and actually I've used these for so long now I have to repair them.
Yeah, looks like you dropped one deal of thread there.
Oh yeah, that's been there. But I keep the rear ones on all the time, but the front ones are off and on. So
Sure.
I
Yeah,
just
no, that's fine.
I create shade. I mean, it's not going to be too hot today. It's a summertime thing more for me.
Oh, I bet.
Just
It's a little warm in the car, I'm sure.
yeah, because I'm a bit of a traveler, so yeah, I'm new to the area, and just I don't know. I want to stay for the library, and then
That's pretty good.
maybe maybe tomorrow I'll take off. Maybe you go to St. Croix Falls?
Oh,
How's that? I plan on
yeah. Scenic.
Okay,
Yeah,
good picture taking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can stop at the park there by the river. There's some pretty cool trails. You can walk
Okay.
along the river.
Yeah, because we're like 13 miles or so from that river, and I was reading there's a historical sign at the Trailhead. If you ever stopped to read the history of your pioneers in this area, they
Sure, yeah.
you haven't? Okay, it's interesting. It's just over there. Oh, I'll tell you too. If you try to use that bicycle pump, there's hornets. I found that out yesterday. That was a
That building here?
yeah. You go ahead and just rattle that bicycle pump, and there's hornets on the top. Yeah, I read that sign. It said specifically said we're 13 miles from the major river, the St. Croix River.
Sounds about right.
I guess so. It was a bit of a struggle for the pioneers to settle down here because of that distance.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So it's good writing on the
I'll
little.
Stop sometime and take a look at that.
Yeah, I'd recommend it if you haven't seen that. So yeah, I saw that. So yeah,
You good otherwise?
yeah.
man?
All right. Yeah, just
good.
talking. I'm just talking.
No,
So
you're just fine. Like I said, we rolled through the empty lots here to check
Okay.
out cars and stuff parked here, making sure
All right.
they're not doing anything
Yeah.
they're supposed to be doing.
and I see it's all sealed up. Somebody would have to break something down to get inside there if they wanted to.
That's
Do-
not open yet. They're
Yeah, it's
still working on the inside.
yeah. They got things going on. It's yeah. So,
It'll probably be a
that's-
couple months before they open that up. if
And
not
they-
longer.
Yeah, and they have some high expectations. Maybe commuters. I mean, this is a transit center. Maybe they're looking at serving the commuters that go into the city or something.
Yeah, we're just far enough out of the cities that people will
Yeah, this
drive to the cities for work, but live up here. So.
yeah, this is like a commuting city, pretty much. It's yeah.
Yeah, just close enough to the freeway to head to the cities and be
Yeah.
there in 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, go straight. Yeah, and it's crazy downtown. Driving downtown, it's just
Come through that way?
Yep. I went on the west side. I stay away from St. Paul and it just curved around the west side of the Minneapolis, and you just like I noticed when I got to Edina, it was just it was getting too much traffic jam for me. I didn't want to.
Yeah, South Metro is a lot worse than the north side.
The south is worse. Okay, yeah. There's some ghettos in the north, the immediate like North Branch and whatever that other one is. I have my bicycle. I was bicycling. I bicycled.
Right up to North Branch?
I've been through North Branch, and I forget the names exactly of the exact cities, but I bicycled 13 miles into the center straight from the north. So I was out far outside on the north side and bicycled to the library, right in the center of the city, central library. And yeah, I found the ghettos. It's a nice stretch. And the north side, the North Branch, and then the one just north of that too, they were pretty rough. You kind of know the
Harris?
uh,
City?
Pine.
City?
That's okay. I'd have to Harris. I don't quite remember. But it's just the immediate north. It's just some real ghetto. But I'm sure just the immediate circle around the centers might be rough.
Yeah, any town's gonna have their areas that are a little rougher.
Town, yeah.
We've got ours too.
Yeah, we're talking like extreme. Like when you're in metropolises, you look at the most extreme behavior compared to smaller towns. I mean, my personal observations, I notice babies cry louder, people drive faster, they blare their music louder. There's such an extreme in behavior. They they have less of that self-awareness or something. And you get into the smaller towns and the people are a little more, like, babies don't cry as loud. It's just, you don't, I know I'm in a big city.
Considerate.
Yeah, there's more consideration between each other, just with personal space and the noise, respecting each other's the noise and all that. It's just it's really something, and it's nice for me. I'd like to be more on the outside, but I like looking sometimes. Like I bicycled into the city center. I like to see the difference. And you know, we got this trail here. They're fixing. They have nice new pavement for the bicycle trail that goes into the city. But you look at the ghetto. I went through the ghetto leaving. I came in on that nice bicycle trail, but leaving the ghetto the sidewalks are crumbly. Yeah, they built up the bicycle trails nice, but the ghetto.
This who you were talking about that was driving around?
The red car's been practicing for a while. Yeah, so.
It looks like a driving school or something.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, yesterday, like some guy he was running his little RC car in this parking lot. That gave me a clue that it's probably quiet. And then people choose this to practice driving. So.
Yeah, it's a nice wide open lot.
Yeah.
Decent uses for it.
And on the outside of the city, I mean, that's why I didn't go to a park. I didn't really bother to look for a park. I just figured this will be my park for the day. I mean, and the library will be walking distance at 1, so I figure what the heck, I'll just, you know, I'm trying to relax, keep my stress levels down as best I can. I get a little wound up sometimes, so, you know, it's nice to just be able to get away from too much stimulation. So
well, you got a nice quiet spot over here.
Yeah, just gotta.
I'm the only one that bothers you today.
If I needed assistance, you know, I know who to call and all that. But yeah, I'm not asking for any help right now. You're just making your rounds, pretty much. So.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to it. All right, man.
Okay, sure.
Take care.
Okay, yep. Have a good one. Yep.
Hey, buddy.